From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Brought to you by SSP TV and the Standard Speaker.
Thinking pink and battling back. It's the color of the season, and some are celebrating Breast Cancer Awareness Month by getting pinked. Hair that gives hope is where we begin tonight, live at 5. Good evening, and thanks so much for joining us, everyone. I'm Kristen Bazinski. Well, there is not a single person out there who has not been affected by cancer in some way. As October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, people are thinking pink and spreading the word about the devastating disease. Professional athletes are wearing pink, but there's also a fun way for you and I to wear the pretty color. News 13's Nikki Kreis paid a visit to a local salon and has more on getting pinked.
1 in 8 women are diagnosed with breast cancer, and every 14 minutes a life is lost to the disease. October is a month to pay tribute to those who have fought breast cancer and a time to raise awareness. That's why many wear the color pink during this time of year, and some take it a step further.
I am now pinked.
Kristen Bazinski, Christina D'Amato, myself, and thousands of people nationwide are celebrating Breast Cancer Awareness Month by getting pinked. Pink hair extensions were a popular fundraiser last year, so the hair seller is doing it again.
I had so many calls and so many requests, and it's a fun fundraiser, and it shows awareness, breast cancer awareness, and I'm very pleased to do it again this year.
Last year, close to 400 people participated in the Get Pinked fundraiser. Stylist Donna Delahanty is prepared for that and more.
I could pink the entire Hazleton, yes. I'm very excited about it. We have all the supplies we needed, and I'll be doing it at the hair seller as well as Debbie Shandrick at Robert Stevens Face and Body.
It's a fun way to celebrate Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Our news team got pinked to show our support for all of the women and men who have battled the disease.
This year our theme is hope. We want to show people that there's hope. And it's a pretty color, it's fun, and everybody gets a kick out of it. But it shows that we're thinking of all our breast cancer survivors, and we love them and want them to do well.
And there are 2 different colors to choose from, depending on what color hair you have.
Don't worry, the extensions are temporary. They come out on their own within a couple of weeks, and there's really no reason not to do it. Getting pinked only takes about 5 minutes. The cost is $10, and all proceeds go directly to the American Cancer Society.
If you're interested in getting pinked, call Donna at the hair seller. That number is 455-3429. In the community of Hazleton, I'm Nikki Kreis for News 13.
All right, Nikki, thanks so much. And I am loving my pink streak here for supporting breast cancer awareness in Hazleton. I encourage you all to go out and get pinked. Well, fire departments across our area are turning up the heat by encouraging safety. With more than 360,000 home fires reported in the United States every year, your best defense is a good offense. That's why local firefighters are educating the community this week. News 13's Andy Minnick has more on how you can protect your family from fire.
That obnoxious sound could be your only notice that your house has caught fire. This week is National Fire Prevention Week. We stopped by 2 of our local fire stations who had fire safety programs for the public. The Beaver Meadows Volunteer Fire Company and the Southside Fire Station in Hazleton had much to offer.
Once again, like we do every year, we have our annual open house and fire prevention presentation. This year, the main theme is trying to protect your family from fire. We're going to be looking at 3 things tonight, which is going to be smoke alarms, escape plans, and then also we're going to talk about sprinkler systems that are installed into in new construction and if they're going to be doing any remodeling.
Captain Gagola could not stress enough to the crowd the importance of smoke detectors.
The biggest thing I always like to say is the smoke detectors are the number one, my opinion, the number one thing that will protect you in a fire. You know, a lot of the chance if you don't have a smoke detector in your house, 2/3 of the families, they don't make it out.
And with that chilling fact, it might be wise to invest in something so inexpensive, especially when it's between life and death. Those who came out were able to pick up smoke detectors free of charge. Now, the kids that made it to the Beaver Meadows open house got to see a short film with Bill Nye the Science Guy. They learned a few tips on fire safety.
We learned about fire safety, how to put out in the fire triangle oxygen, heat, and stuff.
Get like salt, baking soda, or water and just pour it on it.
Depending on the fire?
Yep.
How to escape from a fire, how to get out, make an escape plan.
Kids that came to the Southside Fire Station in Hazleton heard much of the same message.
Oye, no play con the match and no con the gas. Stay any fire call 911.
Reporting from the communities of Beaver Meadows and Hazleton, I'm Andy Minnick for News 13.
Andy, thanks so much. Well, if you're a BlackBerry user like myself and some of my coworkers, you've probably been very frustrated with your phone over the last few days. That's because BlackBerry's recovering from the largest outage its system has ever seen. A problem with the system's hardware caused a backlog of data in the company's European servers. That resulted in a failure that spread around the world earlier this week. BlackBerry officials believe it was a hardware issue and are trying to figure out why the backup systems also failed. But luckily, the problem has been fixed. Myself, along with other BlackBerry users, are getting emails again. Some users may have to remove the batteries on their phones to reactivate them. BlackBerry's chief executives apologized to users this morning and say they will work to regain trust. Residents in Butler Township are anticipating a new ordinance to be put in place by township officials, but they'll have to wait a few more weeks. The ordinance is important to the residents of Butler after all the recent flooding because it deals with changes to the flood plain in terms of boundaries in which residents are required to submit engineering plans and obtain a special permit for construction projects. The floodplain is a flat or nearly flat land adjacent to a stream or river that stretches from the banks of its channel to the base of the enclosing valley walls and experiences flooding during periods of high discharge. Supervisors decided to put off on voting on the ordinance and voting it into law to allow more review time.
Before I vote on something, that I should read the ordinance, how it's being changed, and if there's any questions, to make sure that I address them and the public is covered any way I can. If I notice something that could be changed or ease up any condition that might need to be eased up.
Supervisors will consider the ordinance again at next month's meeting. In the meantime, Supervisor Kissenweather will carefully review the ordinance very closely. Police and undercover drug agents were successful in rounding up a known drug dealer who was selling large amounts of marijuana in the Hazleton area. Justin Plesh was cuffed after a confidential informant arranged to meet him in the parking lot of the former Pocono Market Fair in the Heights. Police were told Plesh was in New York restocking his marijuana supply, but would be back in the early morning of yesterday. Plesh went to the parking lot Wednesday morning to meet the buyer, but instead was met with police cars and special drug agents. According to police, in plain view on the back seat of Plesh's car was a duffel bag with a large amount of pot, and Plesh told them there was more of that drug in his trunk and admitted to selling it. Altogether, 7.5 pounds of marijuana was found in the car, and Plesh told police he was selling about 10 pounds of the drug every week here in Hazleton for the past 15 months. Tonight, Plesh is off the streets and is in the county lockup. The woman known around Hazleton as the Cat Lady was in court this morning to face multiple counts of animal cruelty. Aileen Colpon was charged in the cat hoarding case over the summer, and she told District Judge Joe Zola she still has 5 of the 50 cats that were taken from her West 4th Street home. But not for long. Zola told Colpon that those 5 cats must be turned over to an animal shelter by noon today, and she was ordered to have her Hazleton home cleaned within 5 days. If she does not do these 2 things, she will be arrested. Colpon must also have a psychological exam with a copy sent to Zola to review. Aileen Colpon has a long history of hoarding cats, most recently at her West 4th Street house until city officials stepped in and confiscated the animals. Her Klein Township home was actually torn down because of the damage. Colpon also kept more than 20 cats inside a West Hazleton hotel room. She now lives in Scranton, and she will be back in court on November 7th. A scary situation for a teenage girl in the city. Hazleton police say someone tried to abduct that teen on Wednesday. Officers tell us the girl said she was approached by a white man sometime between noon and 12:30 in the area of 15th and Roosevelt Streets. The 14-year-old told police the man grabbed her by the arm and attempted to force her into a vehicle, but she was able to get away. Anyone with information on this attempted abduction is asked to call city police by dialing 911. Police say the man is 30 to 40 years old, had a beard with curly brown hair, and was driving a blue van, possibly a Ford Windstar. We are learning more about the strange twist of events that happened early Tuesday morning on the interstate that left one man dead. We know it was a truck driver from Georgia who was run down by another tractor trailer near the Cunningham-Nescopec exit on Interstate 80. 27-year-old Kent Jordan was behind the wheel of a tractor trailer traveling east on the highway when for some reason he slammed into the guardrail and traveled down a steep embankment. The rig rolled, but Jordan survived and got himself out of the wrecked truck. Troopers say Jordan then climbed up the embankment back up to the interstate, was in the right-hand lane of travel, where he was then hit by another tractor trailer and killed. That tractor trailer never stopped. Specially trained troopers from the Collision Analysis Reconstruction Unit and the Forensic Specialist Unit collected evidence and carefully studied the scene. They know that the hit-and-run rig was a 2001 to 2011 white Freightliner. The tractor was originally painted yellow. Damage to that truck will be to the front passenger side fender, with the headlight and round fog light missing. If you were in the area at the time of this accident or know where investigators may be able to find the hit-and-run rig, you're asked to dial 911. All right, there's much more to come in your community news station tonight. If you're a frequent flyer at the Avoca Airport, you'll want to pay close attention. You may soon have to change your flights. And later, 2 more illegals found in Beaver Meadows this morning, but one of them had proper identification. We'll tell you how they were caught coming up later on News 13.
It's time for the Movie Minute right here on News 13, your weekly look at what's playing at Regal Cinema 10 just outside the Laurel Mall. 3 new releases to tell you about this week. 2 of them are remakes of classics. Footloose stars newcomer Kenny Wormald in the role that Kevin Bacon made famous in 1984. The movie is about a small town where rock and roll and dancing have been banned. The prequel to the classic horror movie The Thing also hits theaters this weekend. The movie is about the discovery of an alien craft at an Antarctica research site. The Big Year is a comedy featuring an all-star cast of Owen Wilson, Jack Black, and Steve Martin. The 3 play bird watchers who compete to spot the rarest birds in North America at a prestigious event. For showtimes, call Regal Cinema 10 at 450-7454, or to speak to a movie attendant, call 450-7340.
Stay tuned for great local programming all night long right here on SSP TV. At 7 o'clock, it's the Sam Wilson Show. Join Sam as he talks with Coach Hines. 7:30 is Feeling Good. Join host Dr. Joe Bufiel and Debbie Losanis to discuss chiropractic care and total body wellness. 8 o'clock is a broadcast of the Sam Wilson Show, and at 8:30 you can catch Feeling Good again. 9 o'clock is Inside Scoop. Political analyst Rick Morelli, Mike DeCosmo, and Dr. Dave Sosar talk politics on a local and a national level. And at 9:30, it's all around the town. Join News 13 SSP TV as we visit local businesses and showcase their products and specialties. It's like shopping from home. If you want to promote your business and share with our thousands of viewers, call us today at 455-7267. Don't forget about the rebroadcast for our news at 6, 10, and 11:30. And thank you for making News 13 your #1 local news station.
You're watching News 13, brought to you by SSP TV and the Standard Speaker with Janine Mazurkevich, Kristen Bazinski, Christina D'Amato, and Nikki Grimes.
Check out the newly designed Chrysler 200, or how about the 2-door Jeep Wrangler or 4-door Unlimited. Jeep Patriot is named best priced SUV in America. Jeep Grand Cherokee styling is second to none. Jeep Compass named top 10 fuel-efficient SUV with sophisticated styling. It's Ram commercial truck season. Get what you deserve: power, performance, and a Dodge Ram. How about Dodge Journey? Seat 7 with 4-wheel drive, a winning combination. Dodge Durango, let the towing begin. Best in class, up to 7,400-pound capability. It's all-American Tamaqua.
The best thing about the Multilex is that it provides me and other individuals with the ability to have crystal clear vision, whether it's up close or far away.
It really is custom vision. He develops a plan made just for you.
Even driving at night, seeing further, it's been astounding.
The best thing about Multilex lenses is the miracle of my sight.
To schedule your free Multilex consultation, call Bucci Laser Vision at 1-877-DR-Bucci.
Does your home or business need an energy efficiency makeover? Come to Friedman Electric, Hazleton's lighting showroom, where our friendly and knowledgeable experts will help you with energy audits, LED lamp and can retrofits, dimming systems, and bulb recycling. All 13 of our Friedman Electric locations offer complimentary design service for new homes or remodels. We also carry home decor accessories, outdoor and landscape lighting, and gorgeous decorative lighting for any room in your home or office. For the very best in customer service, call or visit us today.
When your car has seen her last mile, you want to make sure her old parts and fluids go here and not here. At Harry's U-Pull-It, we dispose of your old car parts the right way, recycling every piece possible. From parts to fluids, when you bring your old car to Harry's, you'll know that our state-of-the-art system is keeping your footprint as green as possible. Harry's U-Pull-It.
Hazleton Crime Stoppers will be learning more from city officials tonight. Mayor Joe Yanuzzi and Acting Administrator Mary Ellen Leib will be at tonight's Crime Watch meeting to discuss the city's code and health departments and the police department switch to 911 dispatching. The community is invited to the Laurel Street Crime Watch meeting at 7 o'clock at the Trinity Lutheran Church on Church and Hemlock Streets. The motorcycle driver who was hurt in Sunday's crash on Stockton Road is recovering well. A hospital spokesperson says 46-year-old Maria Reisenweaver of Hazleton has been listed in good condition. This past weekend, Reisenweaver was flown to Lehigh Valley Hospital for serious head injuries. Troopers say she was waving to other motorcycle drivers and was not paying attention to the road when she struck the rear end of another person's vehicle. She was also not wearing a helmet. In other news, there will be no more flights from American Airlines at the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton Airport. The airline, which established 2 daily flights to Chicago, is planning to discontinue all service to the airport by mid-November. Folks from American Airlines say they weren't hitting their expectations and cut flights because of financial reasons, even though Wilkes-Barre-Scranton Airport officials say the flights have been highly successful, averaging around 95% full. Those who had booked flights to Chicago with the airline have the option of canceling tickets or receiving a refund or transferring them at no cost to United Airlines. Get ready to shell out a bit more for peanut butter. That's because there's a peanut shortage. A hot, dry summer in key producing states has significantly shrunk the crop this year. And the tight supply means we will soon be paying more. But how much more? Well, we are not talking peanuts here. The makers of Jif plan to raise its wholesale prices 30% in November. And Kraft Foods Planters Peanut Butter is raising prices 40% at the end of the month. If you don't want to pay more for a PB&J, there are other alternatives to peanut butter, like almond butter or sunflower seed butter. Some reason that doesn't sound very appetizing to me, but hey, whatever floats your boat. All right, up on your screen now, you're winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. Your daily number, 952, big 40151, Quinto 25471, treasure hunt 2, 16, 25, 26, finally 29 again. Good luck.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for making News 13 your #1 local news station. Here's your lineup for Friday. Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news. A happy belated 3rd birthday to Brian Caprat. This wish comes with love from your mommy and daddy. A happy birthday to Stanley Wagner. This wish comes from all of your friends. And a very happy 55th anniversary to Bill and Dorothea Barry. This wish comes from your friends, family, and everyone here at News 13. And now for tonight's Talk of the Town. The 5th Annual Public Square Rosary Rally, Pray the Rosary for America. This will be on Saturday, October 15th at noon at the Columbus Park on the corner of Church and Diamond. For more information, please call 454-8406. And the 3rd Annual Run for the Cause. This will be on Saturday, October 15th at the Fuel Fitness on West Front Street in Berwick, PA. It's a 4.5-mile walk-run event. There's a great course, great prizes, great competition, and great food. Download your registration form at runforthecause.com. And that's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 extends our deepest sympathies to the family and friends of these recently departed. Frank S. Banger of Hazleton. The funeral will be on Saturday at 9 a.m. from the Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home. Members of the L.J. Ferdinand Men of Melbourne Retreat Group will be attending the wake on Friday at 7 p.m. Sylvia L. Cannon, R.N. of Hazleton. The funeral will be on Saturday at 11:30 a.m. from the Firo Funeral Home. Friends may call Friday from 6 to 9 p.m. Amadeo Joseph Noki of Whitehaven. The Crofton Hughes Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. William James Whitebread of Rock Glen. The funeral will be on Saturday at 10 a.m. from the Harmon Funeral Home. Friends may call Saturday from 9 to 10 a.m. And Ken B. Spriggs of Chelmsford, Massachusetts. The funeral services will be on Saturday at 9:30 a.m. from the Pawtucket Congregational Church. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop on 15th Street in Hazleton. Free delivery to all local funeral homes. Call 570-454-0111.
Our community has suffered many accidents and traumas over the past couple of weeks and used hundreds of pints of blood. This has caused the community blood inventory to drop to a critical level. Please donate blood with Miller Keystone Blood Center. Check out giveapint.org today.
For the past 9 years, I've been providing Hazleton personal, accurate, and immediate radiologic services. I'm Dr. Steve Reinhouse, board-certified radiologist at Reinhouse Radiology. Recently, I relocated from my former facility to open this new center because I was unwilling to compromise my service to you. Here at Reinhouse Radiology, I strive, along with my talented staff, to provide you with absolute best in diagnostic imaging services. So when results matter, be sure. Request Reinhouse Radiology.
Our good friend Amelia Bergeron joined us last night to tell us more about an upcoming show for the Greater Hazleton Concert Series. She kindly brought some tickets for us to give away to a lucky viewer. The third caller right now will win 2 tickets to the performance. Just dial 459-9813. Please remember this is for the Live at 5 newscast only. The concert takes place Tuesday night. No change in today's weather. Another gray and gloomy day for Greater Hazleton, and the forecast is not going to change much over the next 24 hours. Taking a look at a familiar scene around town, a big puddle. Cloudy skies tonight. We'll see rain continuing with a low down to 54. Cloudy skies for your Friday as well. We see more rain. That means more puddles and a high up to 63. Your forecast tonight, live at 5. Team Beachbody. Call Justin Mateo at 233-7516. If you want to be kicked into good shape, let Justin help you out. You can visit any of those websites on your screen. Also, make sure you visit the new Team Beachbody website. It's going to tell you a whole bunch of stuff about being healthy and getting fit and all that fun stuff. 233-7516, Justin Mateo. All right, colder weather means Halloween is quickly approaching. The haunted holiday is a favorite for many, and News 13 has been noticing a lot of homes decorated for the trick-or-treaters. Whether your home is frightfully festive or if your property is filled with pumpkins, we want to air your spooky showcase on our news every night. Just email pictures of your house all decked out for Halloween to mike@ssptv.com, or you can call the newsroom to make arrangements for us to come and take some video of your home. Again, all of the haunted or festive fall houses will be featured during weather right here on News 13. Finally, at 5, they are the only blood provider to hospitals in our area, and they need your help making sure our local healthcare facilities will have blood to care for their patients. The Laurel Mall will be hosting a blood drive for Miller Keystone Blood Center this Saturday. Miller Keystone provides blood to 22 regional hospitals, including the Hazleton General Hospital. Most hospitals require over 500 units of blood every day, so it's vital to make sure it's available for the next person in need. To donate, just stop by the mall from noon until 5. You must be 17 years of age or older and weigh a minimum of 110 pounds. That does it for us, live at 5 tonight on News 13. Check us out at ssptv.com for more news and information from around Greater Hazleton. The Standard Speaker Online is where you should turn for breaking news as it happens throughout the day and night. And don't forget to make us your friend on Facebook. There's more to come tonight, live at 5:30. 2 illegals found in Beaver Meadows this morning. We have the latest on why it's a very unique situation this time. We'll also have your full forecast, and Freddie B's in with sports. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Make your dollars go further. There's one place that delivers unlike any other, your Toyota dealer. So don't just trade in, trade up to Toyota during the Toyota Trade Up Sales event. Now lease a 50 MPG rated Prius for as little as $219 a month, or pick a RAV4 for as little as $199 a month, or buy a RAV4 with 0% APR financing. Plus now every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. Don't just trade in, trade up to Toyota. Save with great deals today and a better value tomorrow.
Savings of the Green Sale event is now in progress. Experience tomorrow's technology today with Earthwise vinyl windows and doors installed by Just Windows and much, much more. Saving energy daily translates into saving money. And saving Mother Earth for tomorrow's generations of homeowners is priceless. So take the leap to more eco-friendly homes with an environmentally friendly windows and doors from Just Windows and much, much more.
Ashley, you forgot about free estimate.
Come on, man. Call today for a free estimate. Tell them Ashley sent you.
Heller Orchards, quality fruit at reasonable prices. Route 239, Wapwallopin is open 7 days a week, 9 to 5, with the best apples around. Ginger, Gold, Cortland, McIntosh, Gala, and Honey Crisp. A tradition that continues on. We grow good health at Heller Orchards, Wapwallopin.
When considering home health care, choose the leader, All Care Home Care. Serving the area for almost a quarter of a century, All Care Home Care's compassionate RNs and LPNs provide medical, physical, and speech therapy, combined with dietary and medical social worker services. Locally owned and operated, All Care Home Care is there for you and your loved ones. All Care Home Care, South Poplar Street in Hazleton.
J-Bell, a trusted name in jewelry since 1916. J-Bell's Add-a-Section bracelet is a gift that grows more precious with time. Select a stylish starter or partial bracelet for your special occasion. For each birthday, anniversary, and holiday thereafter, add another section. The look, feel, and quality are incomparable, meaning your J-Bell bracelet will truly last for generations.
Show her you love her time and again. Stop by Howard's Jewelers in the Laurel Mall in West Hazleton to see our complete selection of J-Bell Add-a-Section bracelets.
Boscov's two-day sale, Friday and Saturday. 67 to 69% off Hastings & Smith embroidered fleece, $10.99. Buy one bra, get one for a penny. Latex, Bally, Olga, Warner's, Vanity Fair, and more. 75 to 80% off men's heavyweight thermals, $4.99. Plus the final days of our Columbus Day mattress sale. Take an extra 20% off our lowest sale prices on all mattress sets. The two-day sale, Friday and Saturday at all Boscov's.
It's just another day on the job for the Beaver Meadows police chief. A speeding car carrying 2 more illegal immigrants who are not only breaking the law by being in this country, but were also wanted men with criminal backgrounds. And to make matters worse, one was even carrying a valid driver's license. The story right now, live at 5:30.
From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Hi again, everyone. Thanks for staying with us tonight. I'm Kristen Bazinski. Well, how does an illegal immigrant obtain a valid Pennsylvania driver's license? That's the big question tonight after 2 men in this country illegally were arrested in Beaver Meadows. Police Chief Mike Marisi tells News 13 he pulled a pickup truck over around 8:30 this morning for speeding on Broad Street in the borough. The driver was a legal citizen but was slapped with a speeding ticket. As for his 2 passengers, it was a much different story. According to the chief, Jesus Blancas Nava in the blue and Alfonso Nava Blancas were acting nervous during that traffic stop. Nava gave the chief a Mexican voter registration card, and the chief learned quickly he was in the country illegally and that he was also a wanted man. Now, Nava has a long rap sheet, including assault and theft, and was listed as a violent person. He has been in this country illegally since 2008. Blancas handed the chief a valid Pennsylvania driver's license, but at the same time admitted to not being a legal citizen. Chief Marisi placed him under arrest as well. Now, Blancas has been in the country for 3 years, and he was also wanted by authorities. The chief notified ICE, and the agency immediately sent 2 immigration agents to pick the 2 men up. But the question remains, how did a wanted illegal alien obtain a valid driver's license? News 13 was in contact with Congressman Lou Barletta's office for comment from the former Hazleton mayor and, of course, the supporter of stricter immigration laws and enforcement. We're waiting for word back from the congressman tonight. In other news, some streets in McAdoo will be paved, but which ones will receive the special treatment? That's for council members to decide, but they're looking for recommendations from residents. A public meeting on the Home Streets Paving Project is set for this Monday night at 7 o'clock. The borough has been approved for a low-interest loan for $1.8 million for that project. Council President Joe Madocic tells us why borough officials are turning to their residents for input.
You know, this project is going to happen. We just want some input of the people. How would they like to pay? It's going to be a bill. I mean, there's going to be a bill passed down here. You know, I believe it should be, you know, you can't always just keep raising taxes and nailing these homeowners all the time. You know, there's people that rent and that live in this town and drive on these streets. They should be recommended to pay also. Would the people like some kind of like a garbage bill for this bill till the loan's paid off, and then the bill will disappear after that? You know, it's a 10-year payment, so we got to contend with this for 10 years. And I just want the input. You know, a last meeting, and I love the input from the people of you know, what if you get everybody here, everybody wants to pave their road. So you know, like you can't get nothing done with that. I just want the input of how would people rather pay.
Council hasn't completed a list of streets that need to be paved. Again, that meeting in McAdoo is Monday night at the Borough Building. Butler Township leaders know they have big shoes to fill after the passing of longtime supervisor Robert Shellhammer, and they're deciding to take a little more time to find the right person for the job. Supervisors Ransom Young and Brian Kissenweather were supposed to fill the vacant seat Wednesday night. However, they decided to wait till 7 o'clock on October 26th. Kissenweather told News 13 it's important to have a third supervisor in place as soon as possible, but thinks the public may not have had enough time to apply.
Not having Mr. Shellhammer here, it makes it hard for the rest of us. We do need 3 people, 3 minds to make the proper decision for the community, and he's going to be missed.
Supervisor Young said the township has received some letters of interest for the position and that anyone else who's interested should submit resumes within the next few days. State law gives the supervisors 30 days to select a replacement. After that, the township's 3-member vacancy board has 15 days to fill the opening. The person appointed will only serve until the end of December, when Shellhammer's term would have expired. The upcoming general election will decide the official supervisor for the next 4 years, starting in January. Well, there is not a single person out there who has not been affected by cancer in some way. As October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, people are thinking pink and spreading the word about the devastating disease. Professional athletes are even wearing pink, but there's also a fun way for you and I to wear the pretty color. News 13's Nikki Kreis paid a visit to a local salon and has more on getting pinked.
1 in 8 women are diagnosed with breast cancer, and every 14 minutes a life is lost to the disease. October is a month to pay tribute to those who have fought breast cancer and a time to raise awareness. That's why many wear the color pink during this time of year, and some take it a step further.
I am now pinked.
Kristen Bazinski, Christina D'Amato, myself, and thousands of people nationwide are celebrating Breast Cancer Awareness Month by getting pinked. Pink hair extensions were a popular fundraiser last year, so the hair seller is doing it again.
I had so many calls and so many requests, and it's a fun fundraiser, and it shows awareness, breast cancer awareness, and I'm very pleased to do it again this year.
Last year, close to 400 people participated in the Get Pinked fundraiser. Stylist Donna Delahanty is prepared for that and more.
I could pink the entire Hazleton, yes. I'm very excited about it. We have all the supplies we needed, and I'll be doing it at the hair seller as well as Debbie Shandrick at Robert Stevens Face and Body.
It's a fun way to celebrate Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Our news team got pinked to show our support for all of the women and men who have battled the disease.
This year our theme is hope. We want to show people that there's hope. And it's a pretty color, it's fun, and everybody gets a kick out of it. But it shows that we're thinking of all our breast cancer survivors, and we love them and want them to do well.
And there are 2 different colors to choose from, depending on what color hair you have.
Don't worry, the extensions are temporary. They come out on their own within a couple of weeks, and there's really no reason not to do it. Getting pinked only takes about 5 minutes. The cost is $10, and all proceeds go directly to the American Cancer Society.
If you're interested in getting pinked, call Donna at the hair seller. That number is 455-3429. In the community of Hazleton, I'm Nikki Kreis for News 13.
And I am loving my pinked hair here. I recommend everyone get out there and do it. It's $10 and it's for a good cause. Moving on tonight, fire departments across our area are turning up the heat by encouraging safety. With more than 360,000 home fires reported in the United States every year, your best defense is a good offense. That's why local firefighters are educating the community this week. News 13's Andy Minnick has more on how you can protect your family from fire.
That obnoxious sound could be your only notice that your house has caught fire. This week is National Fire Prevention Week. We stopped by 2 of our local fire stations who had fire safety programs for the public. The Beaver Meadows Volunteer Fire Company and the Southside Fire Station in Hazleton had much to offer.
Once again, like we do every year, we have our annual open house and fire prevention presentation. This year, the main theme is trying to protect your family from fire. We're going to be looking at 3 things tonight, which is going to be smoke alarms, escape plans, and then also we're going to talk about sprinkler systems that are installed into in new construction and if they're going to be doing any remodeling.
Captain Gagola could not stress enough to the crowd the importance of smoke detectors.
The biggest thing I always like to say is the smoke detectors are the number one, in my opinion, the number one thing that will protect you in a fire. You know, a lot of the chance if you don't have a smoke detector in your house, 2/3 of the families, they don't make it out.
And with that chilling fact, it might be wise to invest in something so inexpensive, especially when it's between life and death. Those who came out were able to pick up smoke detectors free of charge. Now, the kids that made it to the Beaver Meadows open house got to see a short film with Bill Nye the Science Guy. They learned a few tips on fire safety.
We learned about fire safety, how to put out in the fire triangle oxygen, heat, and stuff.
Get like salt, baking soda, or water, and just pour it on it.
Depending on the fire?
Yep.
How to escape from a fire, how to get out, make an escape plan.
Kids that came to the Southside Fire Station in Hazleton heard much of the same message.
Oye, no play con the match and no con the gas. You know, stay any fire call 911.
Reporting from the communities of Beaver Meadows and Hazleton, I'm Andy Minnick for News 13.
Andy, thank you so much. Stay tuned because there's still much more to come tonight here on News 13 Live at 5:30. We take a trip to one local school where the kids made their own snack in a very scientific way. We'll explain that in just a bit, but first, some little ones in McAdoo got to spend the morning with their new furry friend. Find out how the pup helped them with their reading skills coming up next.
You're watching News 13 with Janine Mazurkevich, Kristen Bazinski, Christina D'Amato, and Nikki Grimes.
Hey, can you toss me that tape measure?
Here you go.
Woo, still got it.
You got nothing! Yeah!
It's football season, and great deals are waiting for you at Burger Family Dealerships, like a new GMC 1500 regular cab 4x4 starting at $25,995. Plus, we'll pay more for your trade guaranteed. Just off I-81, exit 145 Hazleton. Since 1921, drive with experience.
No one plans to be hurt. I'm attorney Conrad Falvello, and I have yet to meet anyone who would trade their health for money. But if you've had your livelihood taken away by someone else, don't kid yourself. No one's going to hand you a check. At Falvello Law, injury law is what we do every day. It's the only thing we do every day.
Falvello Law, injury lawyers.
When it comes to all of your grocery needs, shop Boyer's Food Markets at 2 locations, 15th Street in Hazleton and South Hancock Street in McAdoo. Here are this week's specials. Every weekend, look in our hot food area for wings, tenders, and other party favorites. Don't forget about our gift cards and our senior citizens discounts. We also have double coupons every day. You can also go to BoyersFood.com for our weekly circular, monthly super specials, and much more. It's all at Boyer's Food Markets in Hazleton and McAdoo.
What do you value? At King's College, values aren't measured in dollars and cents. Here, values are experienced. They are lived. At King's, you will learn the values of a lifetime. Join us for our next open house on November 7th by calling 1-888-KINGS-PA or visiting kings.edu.
Come celebrate a year and a half in business at the Hollywood Diner. This coming Monday is our anniversary, and our customers are receiving 25% off to show our appreciation. We'll say thank you all next week, Tuesday through Sunday, by taking 10% off your bill as well. Only at the Hollywood Diner, where everyone is treated like a star.
Some current board members continue to raise your property taxes, while test scores lag behind. It is our responsibility as board members to spend education dollars efficiently and effectively, as well as providing the best education we can, to light a fire of curiosity and eagerness to learn in our children that will carry them through their entire lives. I'm Rocco Formica. Having taught in the Hazleton Area School District for nearly 40 years, I know what it's like on both sides of the desk. On November 8th, please vote Rocco Formica, Hazleton Area School Director.
Well, you could call it puppy love, but some students at McAdoo-Calares Elementary School had a doggone good time in class this morning. Meet Scruffy. This 7-year-old Bichon is a education dog with the Luzerne County SPCA. He stopped by the McAdoo-Calares school this morning to help students with their reading skills. The pup is actually blind. His owner, Janet Horney, tells us Scruffy helps the students learn empathy for animals and people with disabilities.
Some of them, sometimes it'll be students that could use a little extra help with reading. Other times it'll be, just students that are already at reading level. And it gives them a chance to read to the dog, to have a captive audience, and it truly fosters a love of reading for the children.
The third graders seemed to enjoy reading books to each other and playing with Scruffy. The students were fascinated with their new four-legged friend, and they also learned how to properly approach and pet him. And right down the hall in the school's gymnasium, sixth graders at McAdoo-Calares were brushing up on their science skills. Representatives from Air Products paid the students a visit this morning. They showed the kids a liquid nitrogen experiment and demonstration. In other words, they made ice cream. One of the students' fathers works for Air Products and organized this morning's assembly.
I just asked him to do it with the LIN program because it's liquid nitrogen and we were kind of learning about it in science class.
Science in a fun way, and it's going to demonstrate exactly how the states of matter, from a liquid to a gas to a solid, and they'll have things they freeze and see them get small and then heat them up and they'll expand. So it's just a lot of hands-on activities for the kids today.
The program was a popular one amongst the sixth graders. They now know all about what it takes to make one of their favorite treats. It sounds like a very tasty event. Stay right here. More news is coming your way in just a few. Our main man, Freddie B, is up next with what's new in the world of local sports. And cold and rainy was the story outside today. We'll bring you up to speed with what you can expect to see in the forecast this weekend.
Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on Channel 13, you will have 13 minutes to call in and win a free pay-per-view movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Tonight's winner, Shannon Brislin of Drums. Shannon, if you're watching, give us a call right now at 570-459-9813 to win your free movie.
When your car has seen her last mile, you want to make sure her old parts and fluids go here and not here. At Harry's U-Pull-It, we dispose of your old car parts the right way, recycling every piece possible. From parts to fluids, when you bring your old car to Harry's, you'll know that our state-of-the-art system is keeping your footprint as green as possible. Harry's U-Pull-It.
The Mountain View Cemetery, located along North Street in West Hazleton, has served as a final resting place for beloved members of area families since 1900. This non-denominational cemetery is available for all. The new section will use flat bronze grave markers to denote the name of the loved ones. Please contact the Mountain View Cemetery Association, 454-8101.
Feisner Ford in Freeland has the best deals. New at Feisner Ford, the Hunter High Capacity Open and Closed Front Alignment Rack and the Road Force Tire Balancer. You'll only get them here. We can align rollbacks, ambulances, vans, and construction vehicles. And we also offer free alignment checks with any vehicle service appointment. Feisner Ford is where you'll find the best deals on new and used vehicles. The best deals.
SSP TV Sports on News 13 with Fred Barletta Jr.
Well, it doesn't seem that long ago that Jason Smolinski was an outstanding cross-country runner for the Hazleton area Cougars. Well, recently he became a teacher, and this year he's in his first season as the head coach of both the Cougars and the Lady Cougars. And with the season winding down, big meet yesterday against Dallas. And take a look what happened. Smolinski, as a first-year coach, is really pleased. Let's show you what we're talking about. Hazleton area and Dallas, as expected, they went toe-to-toe. And when it was all said and done, Hazleton area scratched out a 1-point win over the Lady Mountaineers. And they win 27-28. And then you take a look, they also won against Crestwood and MMI. But the big one was what they did against Dallas. Why? Because with that win, they clinched Division I of the Wyoming Valley Conference. So our congratulations to first-year coach Jason Smolinski, who comes away with the division championship. It may not be done. We've got the league meet and districts coming up. You take a look, Nicole Burley, absolutely spectacular once again. Meanwhile, we got some other ones there because MMI was involved. MMI, they defeat Nanticoke, but Hanover, they edged MMI. So split there, but the big news out of this meet again, a championship for the Lady Cougars. On the boys' side of things, Hazleton gets wins over Crestwood and MMI. Meanwhile, MMI would split with both Nanticoke and Hanover. It was Jacob Finicum that came through yesterday with a time just over 17 minutes. That's not too bad in high school cross country. Let's go from the thin clads over to volleyball. Hanover area in a wild one with MMI. They come out on top 3-2. In soccer, Berwick all over the MMI Preppers in an 11-0 shutout. Now, today's been a very busy day. I'm having trouble keeping up with this. Now, coming up, we've got Crestwood, who simply might be, once again, one of the better teams in the entire state of Pennsylvania. They already own a couple of state titles. Coach Elvina Jemski brings her high-flying Comets to Harmon Geist tonight. and they are going to play this one. Even in the rain, this one is a go. Meanwhile, soccer action. You have Hazleton at Dallas. That one is on. Nanticoke at MMI. We didn't get a report, so we're going to assume that that one is a go. Volleyball action, not a problem inside. Delaware Valley at Hazleton area. Monoy area at Marion. I just came from the gymnasium to see the start of that Hazleton area one. And I snuck in and got a peek at the water polo where Wilson Westlawn out of Berks County taking on the Cougars. And that one was getting fast and furious before I had to scoot back down here. Tennis action, Coughlin and MMI. That actually got flipped around because of the weather. They went up to Coughlin to play, so hopefully they got it in. There's the Major League scoreboard from yesterday. You probably already know those scores, so let me fill you in if you haven't been watching so far this afternoon. The Tigers, with their backs against the wall, have a 2-1 lead on Texas. That game is in the top of the fifth inning. Delman Young just hit a home run to break the tie. Verlander and Wilson, the pitching matchup there. Brewers and Cardinals, they get going a little after 8 o'clock tonight, so it should be a good night always around. I'll tell you how you make it better. Go up to Bottlenecks. It's Rack 'em Up Rib Night. They're racking up flavor with their fire-grilled ribs, a half rack of meaty, fall-off-the-bone St. Louis Cardinal-style ribs, smothered in sweet barbecue sauce, fire-grilled, served up with bottomless fries for $9.95. And if you're a Brewer fan, then get something to drink with those fries.
Sounds good. Fred, did you see my pink hair today? I was wondering if you want to go get some.
I would take hair in any color. I'm not choosy. Pink,
Even
green,
pink?
purple,
All right.
you name it, get me the hair, I'll wear it the color.
Well, there you go. Let's talk a little high school football real quick.
Okay.
How's my alma mater doing this year?
Listen, Liberty started out slow, and everybody was saying Emmaus was the team to beat. Nazareth, don't count the Hurricanes out. They had a big win last week. I still think they'll be in the mix.
All right.
Some of the Red Rovers always seem to do that.
Exactly. Wrestling,
Yeah.
basketball, every sport they kind of go
Yeah,
hand in
it
hand.
really is. So, this could be week 7 already. Hard to believe. And the reason we're interested here in Hazleton is because they're in that sub-regional, but
Absolutely.
the Hurricane will be there.
It's basically hurricane weather for the last how many weeks, so I think my Hurricanes are going to prevail this year.
Okay.
All right, Fred, thanks so much. We'll see you again tomorrow.
All right.
And it seems like we'll be right back here on News 13.
Everyone knows that Bottlenecks is the home of award-winning wings and mouth-watering steaks, but now a new tasty reason to stop by. Brand new fire-grilled ribs. A half rack of meaty, fall-off-the-bone St. Louis-style spare ribs, fire-grilled to perfection. And the best night to give them a try is Thursday for Rack 'em Up Rib Night, featuring the delicious ribs served with bottomless fries for only $9.95. Bottlenecks is open 7 days a week. The kitchen is open till midnight every day. There's always a reason to stop by Bottlenecks.
Is anyone ready when you are? How about your doctor or lawyer, your contractor, husband or kids? Is their time really more valuable than yours? We don't think so. The Wire guys always have time for you. For lighting or standby generator, we're there. Wiring upgrade or renovations, no problem. New appliances or media room, we're ready to hook you up. Call us for an immediate appointment. We won't make you wait, and everything's guaranteed. The Wire guys!
Howdy. There are commercials running right now that want you to believe that the only way to get your diabetic testing supplies covered by Medicare is to use mail order. Nothing could be further from the truth. At Standard Drug, we'll deliver monitors, strips, lancets, even batteries for your monitor. You'll have no upfront cost. We'll bill Medicare. We'll bill your supplemental. Why, you'll even save the cost of a postage stamp. Standard Drug, your headquarters for diabetic supplies.
Boscov's two-day sale, Friday and Saturday. 67 to 69% off Hastings & Smith embroidered fleece, $10.99. Buy one bra, get one for a penny. Latex, Bally, Olga, Warner's, Vanity Fair, and more. 75 to 80% off men's heavyweight thermals, $4.99. Plus the final days of our Columbus Day mattress sale. Take an extra 20% off our lowest sale prices on all mattress sets. The two-day sale, Friday and Saturday at all Boscov's.
It seems like each day I've brought you the forecast this week, it has gotten progressively colder outside. Combine that with rain, and it was a downright miserable day out there today. Taking a look at a puddle familiar sight around town. Cloudy skies for the rest of this evening. We'll see rain continuing to fall with a low down to 54 degrees. Sunset and sunrise right there on your screen. We'll see that sun come back up at 14 minutes after 7 for TGIF. Records and averages for this time of the year up on your screen right now, and we're going to go to your 4-day outlook. Showers are likely, possibly a thunderstorm on Friday. Clouds remain high up to 63, dipping down to 43 with more rain and clouds. Saturday, look for a slight chance of some showers. It's going to be breezy and chilly. 56 will be your high. The sun is expected to pop out a little bit. Saturday night, chance of showers, partly cloudy with a low down to 42 degrees. Sunday's looking like a nice day. Sunny skies with a high near 58. Sunday night, some clouds move in. There is a slight chance of some showers with a low down to 43 degrees. Monday, partly sunny, 56. And Monday night, partly cloudy with a low down to 39 degrees. Forecast tonight brought to you by our good friends at the Lazy Dog Salon on North Broad Street in West Hazleton. I hear that the Lazy Dog Salon is pet's best friend around town, so call for an appointment for your furry friend today, 459-0310. And quickly, with cooler weather on the way this weekend, many of us will be grabbing coats and jackets, but not everyone will have something warm to wear this winter. If you haven't done so yet, please consider donating a coat to our Share the Warmth drive. We've teamed up with the Standard Speaker and are collecting gently used coats. Now until the end of the month, just bring kids and adult jackets to one of the many drop-off locations, including Holy Family Academy, Victory Bible Church. All coats will go to Catholic Social Services Material Assistance Program. All right, finally, if you're a BlackBerry user like myself and some of my coworkers here, you've probably been very frustrated with your phone over the last few days. That's because BlackBerry is recovering from the largest outage its system has ever seen. A problem with the system's hardware caused a backlog of data in the company's European servers. That resulted in a failure that spread around the world earlier this week. BlackBerry officials believe it was a hardware issue and are trying to figure out why the backup systems also failed. But luckily, the problem has been fixed, and myself, along with other BlackBerry users, are getting emails again and smiling again. Some users may have to remove the batteries on their phones to reactivate them. BlackBerry's chief executives apologized to users this morning and say they will work to regain trust. That'll do it for us tonight. Thank you for making us a part of your Thursday. If you'd like to catch this newscast again, you can tune in for a rebroadcast tonight and into your Friday morning. Don't forget, we are always on 24/7 at ssptv.com. And on behalf of all of us here at News 13, be safe out there, stay warm and dry, and we'll see you back here, same time, same place on Friday. Good night.
When considering home health care, choose the leader, All Care Home Care. Serving the area for almost a quarter of a century, All Care Home Care's compassionate RNs and LPNs provide medical, physical, and speech therapy, combined with dietary and medical social worker services. Locally owned and operated, All Care Home Care is there for you and your loved ones. All Care Home Care, South Poplar Street in Hazleton.
Anyone can make a phone call. What's important is who's on the other end. We've been doing injury law for more than 35 years. It's what we do most. It's what we do best. It's what we do every day. So if you're hurt and want a lawyer who does nothing but injury law every day, there's no reason to call anyone else.
Falvello Law, Injury Lawyers.
Freeland Senior Apartments, independent living at affordable prices for seniors and persons with disabilities. Affordable one-bedroom apartments to fit your needs, wall-to-wall carpeting, community room, on-site laundry and security system, free prescription delivery, and pets are welcome. Within walking distance of pharmacies, healthcare providers, restaurants, and more. Come visit us, 403 Ridge Street in Freeland, or call 570-636-2537.